Hi, we're going to work problem E15-13. It's on page 839 of our textbook. In this problem, we're going to do what's called a horizontal analysis. And we're going to do it for an income statement, but it works the same way for a balance sheet. You're going to have 2 years worth of account balances. And you're going to take these 2 years and you're going to calculate the difference between them. And then you're going to calculate what percentage change is that difference. So here's our current year, here's our last year, and the idea is how much did it change and by what percent. But again, if this was a balance sheet and you saw assets, liabilities, stockholders' equity, you'd still have 2 years, you'd still just take the differences. Alright, so what I've done is I went ahead and kind of wrote it out in columns. So you'll see I've got all of this information here, which is what you'll have on your test. You'll have like the 2 years worth and whatever the accounts are, balance sheet, income statement. And so you have 2 years worth. And you'll have 2 blank columns, and you'll just need to fill them in. So you need to understand what goes in the amount column, and then what goes in the percentage column. So to do this, you have to find, okay, well, what's the newer year? What's the current year? Okay, so it's 2018. And what's the year we want to see what it changed from? There it is, 27. So there's the older year. So you take the newer year minus the older year, 431 minus 372, and you're going to come up with a difference. In this case, it's 58,650. Now keep in mind it could go down. Right? That could be a negative 58,650 if this was 372 and that was 431, right? So in this example, everything increased, but if you had a decrease, then you'd have to say, okay, well, the difference between them is it went down by that much, so it would be negative. In this case, they're all positive. So 203,850 minus 186 is equal to 17,850. This is really pretty easy once you get the hang of it. I guess the only problem is sometimes people subtract the wrong years. So take the newest year minus the older year. 99,000 minus 93,250 is 57,50. 9,000 minus 46,50 is 43,50. 311,000 minus 850 is 283,900. So that's, minus 283,900 is 27,950. All right. And our net income, 119,150 minus 86,450. The difference is 30,700. So from 2017 to 2018, these account balances went up by this amount, this dollar amount. All right, but it could have gone down. So if it went down for anything, then you'd need a negative sign, right? Okay, so now percentage. So what we're trying to get is what percentage is this an increase over this, right? So I have to take this number and divide it by the older year, because this is what I'm trying to see what percentage it increased over, right? So 58,650 divided by 372,350 is 15.8%. Right? So again, the only problem is maybe sometimes people divide by the wrong year, but it's a pretty simple process from here on. 17,850 divided by 186,000 is 9.6%. 57,50 divided by 93,250 is 6.2%. 4350 divided by 4650 is 93.5%. 27,950 divided by 283,900 is 9.8%. And 30,700 divided by 88,450 is 34.7%. All right, and again, if these had been negative, then the percentage would have been a decrease, like negative 15. So that's fine, And so, make sure the numbers look right to you. Does it make sense that this is 93% of this? Yes, it certainly does. This looks like, yeah, about 10% of that. So make sure the numbers make sense to you when you go to write them down. Make sure they're in the right direction. If it was a decrease, it needs to be negative. And again, it doesn't matter for horizontal analysis. Horizontal analysis is just take the newest year, subtract the oldest year, get the difference, divide the difference by the oldest year to get the percentage. That's it. It doesn't matter. But on the vertical analysis, that's going to matter. So we'll talk about that when we get to that. But that's how you do a horizontal analysis.